my nana and grandfather were both involved with the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and I think till about the age I was 10, my grandfather still is today a minister of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And I always remember as a child on a Friday night going and staying at Nan's house so I could go to church on a Saturday morning. Always remember coming to church, and I really only did it to give Ebony a good upbringing. I wanted her to have a bit of a Christian upbringing, and I'll never forget when I first started coming to your sermons on a Sunday. I almost felt like you were directly talking to me. If I could give the right words, it was almost like God was knocking on my heart every Sunday. And it wasn't until that point that I realised that I really have been lost over those past years. I remember Erin and I were teaching a class, a conga class, a fitness class, and she was up on stage and we were doing it. Everything was all happy days, and I was travelling to Thailand in a day or two's time, and I kept getting this really uneasy feeling about it. I still to today can't put my finger on it. And I remember zoning out of this class, thinking to myself, something's not right, what's not right? And I walked outside and during the middle of the class, walked outside and almost felt like I was going to throw up. Something just wasn't right. And I looked up to the sky and I said, God, what is it? What are you not telling me? Is the plane going to crash? Is there something wrong? And I realised at that point that it probably wasn't that I wasn't meant to go. It was probably the point where God was telling me, you need to listen to me and have faith in me. And I'll never forget that very, very moment of walking outside. And it was almost like I had a complete feeling of relief when I asked God. I quietly closed my eyes and said, what's the go here? What is it? And I remember having this complete feeling of relief and trust and faith, really. I always remember that Sunday we were pretty much down and out financially, or we didn't have a lot of money left. We had our home on the market, our family home. Been on the market for probably 4 or 5 months off the top of my head. Not a soul, not an offer, just nothing. And I came here one day, and I understand it says never to test God. I think I kind of did in some ways. And I remember giving pretty much our last couple of bucks into the tithing that day, and we went home. And Erin would kill me if still to today she knew what I've done, what I did. And we went home that afternoon. I went to work, and I got a call from the agent saying, "I've got a cash offer for you, asking price." I stood back and went, "Wow!" And I never forget one night, Ebony was sitting in her room, and we were saying our prayers together as a family. And she said, and I said, "What do you want to pray tonight for, sweetheart?" She said, I said, "Pray for something different, not Barbies and Shopkins and all this stuff. Pray for something different." She said, "I want to pray that we won't have a baby sister." I said, "Oh, okay, lovely. That's a great idea." Thinking nothing of it. And look, you remember the conversation? I think I texted you probably first and said, within a couple of weeks, we literally had a baby sister. Brought us closer for sure. Ebony is just growing every day. To really walk with Jesus, and and I think it's really my responsibility and Erin's responsibility to bring her up, and I always think about probably the two main commandments that I believe that's really close to me is love God and love everyone else, as we call it at home. And so I really try and talk to her and educate her about not only loving God but loving everyone else. And she says to me, "But Daddy, even baddies?" I say, "Of course we have. We must love baddies. We have to teach the baddies to become good people." I remember sitting with you, with some frustration to some degree, saying, "I just wish everyone else could feel like me. I just wish everyone else could see what's happening. Families see, it's a coincidence here, it's a coincidence there. It's good, but it's not. It wasn't a coincidence." So yeah, I remember that conversation, and still to today, I wish and pray and hope that everyone else can find Jesus and find the way like we have as a family.